Hey you guys, Eilers-Heffner, Sapphire Ambassador. Oh my goodness, we're in the throes of end of the cross-country season and some very interesting weather. The to be expected weather, actually. So I just wanted to jump on really quickly and talk to you about ways that you can use the personal growth that you're already doing to add value on your social media. So not only are we doing Plexus book clubs with our team here, but we also should be doing personal growth in other areas of our lives too. So there definitely is a lot of overlap, that a lot of what we talk about on book club and the books that we're reading, there's a lot of application to real life scenarios as well. But I think you're all doing other areas of personal growth and you maybe don't even realize it. So for instance, I listened to a book on Audible called How to Keep House While Drowning. I wanted some extra tips on how to keep my house manageable, right? I have good systems, but why not improve on them, right? And so I listened to it, and then I was able to talk about things that I learned, my biggest takeaways on my social media. Maybe you're doing research for something that your children are interested in. So my daughter running cross country, I wanted to help her improve her upper body arm swing. So I'm in the middle of looking up some exercises, some taping techniques, whatever. And then once I kind of have figured some of that out, which I might not this season, we only have a couple weeks left, but I can then talk about that as well. Maybe you're researching a different therapy technique for whatever, toe walking or a hand exercise. We have a lot of therapists out here, or speech therapists. Maybe you're looking something up to help your patients. Well, then talk about that on social media. So you're probably already growing in other areas of your life besides just our Plexus book club. And those are great opportunities to be sharing what you're learning on social media. It's adding value to your audience, and adding value is super important, more important than having a niche, more important than have this beautiful aesthetic social media, because you're adding value, and that's never going to go out of style. So keep that in mind. And then also just remember, when you are doing book club stuff and something really strikes you, then talk about that as well. Talk about the community of our team. Talk about that we come together and that we have these great discussions that not only help us in our business, but also in our real life, right? Our life. So keep that in mind. Use that for your advantage, and don't sell yourself short. So we are all thinking and doing, and we're so busy, but I think that you're also learning and trying new things outside of Plexus too. So Plexus IPA, very, very important. But aren't you kind of like, okay, how do I want a meal plan? Well, I'm going to use Pivotal this week. Okay, those recipes weren't necessarily a hit for my kids. Okay, so the next week you're doing something different. Talk about it. Talk about how you meal plan. So add value, be real life. It's okay to say, gosh, my meal planning is out of sorts, so I'm going to, fix that right now. So keep that in mind as well. So not only are you reading something other than your Plexus book club, you're probably reading something else, even if it's just a devotional, even if it's an Audible or a podcast that you're listening to. Use that to add value to your audience, okay? And then always, when you do want to post, say, for instance, a beautiful tree in your backyard, because we have some beautiful trees I'm staring at right now beyond this camera, and I could easily snap a picture of a tree and throw it up on my social media, or I can share how that affects me, how that inspires me, what that reminds me of. Maybe it's the goodness of God. Maybe it's the change that we have from seeing the trees change, and how we can apply that to our walk with the Lord. Whatever strikes you. You can always be funny on social media if you have jokes. Sometimes there's some really funny memes, right? Those are great. And then being inspiring. So those are some areas that I'm sure that you're all doing in some way, shape, or form. So fine tune that a little bit if you need to. When you post a picture, I remember a while back, I had left the house before my kids were up for a doctor's appointment or something. And I came home, it was pretty early, and I came home and my daughter and I were wearing like the same sweater. and jeans. And I was like, you know, so I took a picture of us. Oh my gosh, we're matching. We didn't even know. And it would be really easy to just throw that up there on social media. Look, we're matching. But instead, I talked about the blessing of being a mom and how much my kids mean to me and how funny is it that we're on the same brain pattern or something like that, right? I didn't just snap a picture and then throw it on my social media. I added some meaningful statements and thoughts behind that as well. Okay. So that's my, I guess, challenge to you, is that when you do have something cool like that happen or odd, you know, like, write about it, turn it into a post about being a mom or turn it into a post about being a wife, you know? So anyway, that's what I have for you right now. I hope that you're all doing well and we will talk soon.